Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Check Out the Bike at OC Motorcycle. I'm Eric, this is Guzzi. Say hey Guzzi, say hey. So anyways, I want to talk to you about the most misunderstood motorcycle in all of motorcycle history. It's called the Moto Guzzi. Why is this so misunderstood? First of all, I remember my history when I was a little kid. Friends of my dad, I'd go to their houses, they would have these big beefy Moto Guzzis. They would have the full engines that are the Traverse engines. I didn't get it. I really didn't get it. It's still a misunderstood motorcycle to me. The reason being is this is the longest running manufactured production motorcycle in all of Europe. So when you really think that out, it's like they never stopped. They never started again. They always kind of kept on going, which is really interesting. This is the 100-year celebration bike, which is really interesting. It's the Moto Guzzi 850 Stone. I'm kind of interested how it is because, I don't know, I really haven't seen a lot of them out there, but I'm starting to see more and more, so I can't wait to ride it. Let's chat about the motor. See the Traverse motor here? It's kind of like the BMWs. I'm not too sure about it because if I got my feet here, looks like I'm going to kind of feel like I'm going to be hitting it, and I'm not too sure about that. That's one of my concerns on this motorcycle, but I actually like the seat, and you probably like the seat too, right? Because it's more room, more leg room for you? I think so. So anyhow, what I was talking about is the Moto Guzzi is one of the two that I know of that has the Traverse engine versus the inline twin. And I'm always kind of questionable about why do they do this? And will my feet actually get kicked up here? Will it be uncomfortable? Will there be heat exchange, etc.? So that's always my question. So I'm kind of interested in driving this to actually see if that's what it is. It's interesting because in Italy, since this is an Italian motorcycle, you'd expect this to be driven everywhere. But when you actually go look on YouTube on Italy, on motorcycling, it's pretty much BMW GSs now. And GSs aren't from Italy. You think it might be Ducatis too. It's not Ducatis. Here you go, guys. This is the most misunderstood motorcycle of all time. We're going to take it for a test drive now. Guzzi, hey, I'm here, Guzzi. Where are you? Guzzi, come on, here, come on, there she is. All right, hey, you made it. Hey, okay. So, I just finished riding the Moto Guzzi V7 Stone. It was kind of an interesting ride. It's really super windy out right now, and I was really concerned that I was going to be wavering all over the road, but actually, because of the weight, it didn't have a problem on it. The other thing I really like on it is the rear shocks. I didn't feel any bumps. Where you look at other competitors in the marketplace and you're kind of thinking, it's like, you know what? It has a lot of, you feel every bump. That's really good. The one thing I was really surprised about is the transverse engine. Do you remember earlier I was talking about my concern about getting my feet up there because, you know, these size 12s are, you know, they're pretty bulky sometimes, and I actually thought I'd either get heat or my feet would get bumped up in there and I'd get really crouched in. Didn't happen. The other thing is the brake reserve, the rear brake reserve is pushed right up next to the rear brake, and I thought my foot was going to get bumped up in there too. It didn't even phase it, nothing at all. The other thing is that I actually thought that the exhaust was actually going to be really hot and would actually start to deflect a lot of heat into me, but it really wasn't. So that's a really good thing too. Overall, the weight to drive capability is really good. It balances really well. One thing I found is first gear is very, very long, and so it's great for someone that's looking for speed to get going, or actually even someone that's actually just getting started driving. So me personally, I love the bike. The other thing that's really positive about it is the seat. This is the first bike I've actually ridden that has a comfortable seat that you don't have to trade it out as soon as you get it. So it was really good too. What I would change on it is I'd probably work on the mirrors. The mirrors weren't really functional for me, and maybe it's me because they're loosened and I need to get a wrench to it, but I couldn't really see that much on it. So that power to speed ratio, very good. It works good for someone that's just starting to actually someone that's really into the Guzzis. So the biggest thing is that this is defined as more of an iconic cult bike, and a lot of people love Guzzis. They live Guzzi and they ride Guzzi for years. If this is something for you, I would highly recommend it. So give it a shot. Go to OC Motorcycle. Just throw a leg over it and give it a shot. You remember when I said this is the most misunderstood bike ever? You just don't see a lot of them out there. But one of the things I like about them is this is very iconic, and this is a very strong cult bike. I actually call it a freedom bike, because typically you're going to have a bike which is going to be a commuter bike, or you're going to have a long distance bike. My commuter bike is not that comfortable to ride long distance. My long distance bike's not that comfortable to ride short distance. But this was actually very comfortable for both. I can definitely see myself riding in and out of Santiago Canyon with this. It would actually be a great ride. The only thing is it needs a couple bags on it because I like to bring stuff with me. And overall, it's a great bike, and I'd really highly encourage you guys to consider this when you're looking for a bike.